For me, MS is about fatigue. The key thing I have to manage is my energy levels and my fatigue. And being able to split my day into kind of a series of chunks which are a little bit before I leave to come to work, setting up my day, thinking about the things I need to do, walking the dog. That gives me a little bit of the energy, and then when I'm actually in the office environment I can focus very much on the things I need to do when I'm there, the chunks of work that need to be delivered. That ability to not necessarily have a regimented, be here, do this at this time, allows me to manage that. I was incredibly lucky when I was diagnosed in that my manager at the time was, and frankly still is, a very caring individual who cared very much about the people that were working for him. I have had a line manager say to me that it wasn't about the work that I delivered, it was about the amount of hours that I was in the office. And this was a person who was working 12 or 14 hours a day, and they were very much an old school stockbroker. They thought that the hours in the office were the only thing that counted. Didn't matter about output, quality of output, or anything like that. I took great pride in telling him one day that if he felt that he needed 14 hours to do his job, then he had the problem and not me. Part of what I'm asked to do is to think a lot about, essentially I look after a digital strategy for ANZ, so think a lot about what's happening in the digital world. Some of the thoughts and ideas that I've got and the things that I'm looking at and thinking about are happening actually at 7:30 in the morning as I take the dog for a walk around the dog park. And then I can come into the office and I'm primed and I'm kind of ready to go. And then I can have my meetings and see the people that I need to see and manage my day as I see fit there. And then, as I said, I can get out and leave on time to get home and see my kids. And if needs be, if I'm thinking about things, if I've got some work that needs to be done, I can manage that once the kids are in bed. They're generally in bed at a reasonable hour, and I can spend a little bit of time post that to finish off whatever objectives I've got. I actually have a friend of mine, not related to MS in any way, but he works for a company based in San Francisco, but he lives here in Melbourne. Now that's just a natural kind of step that's going to happen with the connected nature that we have at the moment. Broadly speaking, we're asking for flexibility, just like everybody else.